Hey pilots, welcome to another exciting episode of War Robots Domination, a series of helpful gameplay tutorials designed to help highlight the tactics and strategies that I use to help tip the scales in my favorite game, War Robots. Each episode will feature a handful of battles along with helpful commentary that'll provide insight as to what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. I'm your host, Gotchure Beacons, and I've been playing this awesome game for a few years now, and I've learned a few tricks along the way that I'd love to share with y'all. You'll notice that although my hangar is fairly basic and at lower levels, I've been able to climb it up to Expert League. So I believe that you'll find my tactics will help you do more with less, which can be very helpful with today's economy in the game. I should also mention that this is my second account, so don't let my career profile stats fool you. This is actually my baby account. But it sends a great message to pilots who feel they need to chase the current meta in order to be competitive in battle. Because you don't. Wise gameplay can usually overcome any fancy gimmick. A death button is a great example. It can still melt just about any build, and its heritage stems all the way back to nearly the beginning of the game. It's all about knowing when to use it and how to use it. So, without further ado, I invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episodes while I walk you through my gameplay tactics and share with you my mindset in battle. I hope you find it entertaining, helpful, and fun to watch. I think you will. Let's start this show by introducing the boys and make all the noise, my wrecking crews. We got the new recruits and we got the old guard. Let's start by taking a look at the new recruits. First out of the gate we have Flash. He's my Gust Halo Pursuer. And then we got Jumpstart. He's my Exodus Orkin Inquisitor. And then we got Freezer Burn. He's my Ember Pinata Mercury. And then we got Major Pain. He's my beautiful Zeus Fury. And last but not least, we have Stinger. He's my Viper Sting Strider. Now we'll look at the old guard. Don't forget about them. They're part of the show. First out of the gate, we have Frick, my Death Button Raven with Orkins and Panatas. And then we got his twin brother, Frack, my Russian Death Button Raven with Tulumbas and Pins. And then we've got the General, my beautiful Trident Fury. And then we have Reaper, my Avenger Bulwark. And then we got everyone's favorite Buzzkill, my Spark Scourge Mender. Now these boys are all at level 6, the weapons are at level 9, and they've climbed themselves all the way up to Expert 1, so make sure you cheer them on because they're fighting way above their weight class. Let's get this party started. I'm going to call this battle Miracle Comeback. Oh my gosh, Don't Go Nowhere is a miracle. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, November. So, this is the new recruits I've got. I'm opening up with Flash, I'm going to tell you something here in a second. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm playing a little well. I'm not going to give up my spot, and he's not going to give up his spot. And it's hard with Flash because he's a great little guy, but he's an assassin. He hits his little ability, he goes in, he takes you out, and then he goes in and he got to cool off and recharge his gusts and do it over and over again. Well, I'm not in a very good position to do that. That guy wasn't letting me grab the beacon, but I wasn't grabbing the beacon either, and he had the right spot and I didn't, and there goes Flash. Well, now I'm going to take little, this is Stinger. He is a Viper, Viper Pulsar, or maybe they're Shredders, I don't know. They're the lightweight ones that freeze ya. I think they're Pulsars, but whatever they are, in a Viper, and he does a pretty good job. I'm really happy with the Viper, by the way. If you guys are looking at the Vipers, they've been selling them, putting some components on sale or whatever. They're a good thing to produce. I don't know if I'd spend a lot of money on them, but they're definitely for a 500 meter weapon. They do a pretty good job. So now I'm taking this one back. I'm calling this thing Miracle because right now I'm on my third bot. This is Freezer Burn. I'm taking him up here because I saw that we're down 4 beacons to 1 now. I gotta at least get this one back. You gotta kind of rely on your mates to go where they're needed. You're going where you're needed. The bridge was important, but so is this one. This is our spawn beacon. My gosh, that should never get turned. There should always be at least one guy up here, kind of, at least 1 or 2 mates kind of monitoring the situation. No one should ever cross that gap. Really, no one should ever be able to cross that gap. If you have 3 people monitoring the bridge and 3 people monitoring this upper area, no one should ever be able to do it. On Beacon Rush, it's 3 and hold. And as long as you can hold this one up here, and then you have 3 mates going down and grabbing the bridge, you can usually keep this one pretty well contained and win it. We just weren't quite doing it. But anyway, so I am in freezer burn here, and I'm kind of seeing what happens up here. I'm looking for an advantage where maybe I can jump the gap. But, you know, it's not looking really good. We're way down on Beacon Bar. We are 3-2 right now, but that's not really enough to make a real change. And I just noticed something here. Across the way, in red, is a clanmate. I captain 2 clans. One is Dreadnought, and one is Juggernaut. Juggernaut's the one you see me playing. This is the account I'm in right now. I also have another account in Dreadnought, and I'm a captain, and I just took out one of my guys. I'm a captain, though, so I guess they call that tough love. Anyway, sorry about that, Dr. Crosby. Anyway, so now this is Jumpstart. And now we're down 3-2. Man, we really don't have much of a shot at this one. But the Beacon Bar is still about where it was before. And now, you know, I don't know what's going to happen. They have fairly good bots, and they're playing really, really strong. I'm taking this guy out. I'm going to see if I can't get this bridge back to blue. I'm still playing to win. Nothing else I can do, right? Try to take a lot of damage. I have a Raijin with me here. I'm going to start focusing on that beacon there. At least get close to it and try to contain them over there and get some damage. I got my Raijin going right up into them. I'm not sure if that's a good thing for me to do. Again, I only have level 6 spots, but I take out that guy, and I'm going to try to do some damage there. Use this cover over here, which is what you do, and see if I can help take that guy out with my, there you go, nice double kill. Let my beacons charge, or my weapons charge up a bit. Let my, ability charge up and see if I can take out this Inquisitor. 1-to-1 Inquisitor, but I had some help there, took him out. So now, and I'm using my module. Modules are our friends for sure. You know, we are up the 3 beacons to 2 now. The Beacon Bar is just about down though, so we would really have to turn it around. We need a miracle. And I don't know if I'll ever get a miracle, but you know what? And I just did a really bad thing. That's an invader. Don't ever try to take an invader out one by one. By the way, here is the general. You're wondering why I don't open with him? They raised the wall. That wall over there by the turret, they raised it up. They actually changed the height of the structure. And now I can't reach over the top. So the general is not as effective. That is certainly no longer a Fury sweet spot. But I got the general over here, and there's that invader that took me out, and luckily I was able to pick him off. That's before he was able to liberate. And look what my team has done. They have gotten the rest of the beacons, and we just won! Woohoo! That was a miracle. I don't know how he managed to pull it off, but my guys went up around the top. They did an end around at the top left over there, and we came on back, and we contained those guys, and what an amazing comeback. I cannot believe that just happened. That was a miracle in Castle, for sure. We were doomed. But if you can kind of weather the storm and take some beacons at the end, you never know when you might be able to create your own miracle. That was awesome. If you see your name, thanks for the game. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Attention Getter. I'll explain why as we go along here. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, Theta. So, this is Springfield. I got the old guard out. I opened up with Frick. Actually, this is Fract. He is my Russian Death Button Raven. The Tulumbas have a little bit longer range, Tulumbas and Pins, and with that, I'm going to need that if I'm going to cross over and try to help go after this one, get guys from a distance. Now, as soon as I opened up, I saw something real bad. I don't say bad, different. I saw a lot of very high-end, high-ranking clan tags on the side in red, which means I'm in with champions and masters, probably mainly champions. And I've got level 6 bots and level 9 weapons. Now, I do this intentionally. If you've ever watched any of my videos, you know this is my whole thing. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been playing this game for quite a bit. This is my second account. I certainly have a much higher level hangar on my other account. But this one I'm doing as almost kind of an experiment to see how far I can take level 6 bots and level 9 weapons. And I also am making these videos with the intent to teach and demonstrate that you don't have to have high powered weaponry or equipment to at least be formidable or be a contributor in battle. So that's what I do. And hopefully if you've watched a few of these, you kind of get that. Hopefully I've been able to help anyone. This is mainly for intermediate gameplay, but as a result of doing what I do and using my tactics and all, I've been able to climb this really lightweight hangar, this level account up into some up against champions, which is kind of amazing, but it's also kind of like, well, what do you do now? Well, I'm sure if you've been playing this game for a while, even if you are only an experts or masters or below, you do find yourself facing higher end thing, because matchmaking's not perfect, and you're going to get in against some pretty formidable mates. So what you need to do is find a way to be formidable and a contributor. Now, first off, you got to remember, you can't cap or kill when you're dead. So staying alive is important. If I ran my level 6 bots up against these guys trying to do a one-on-one or face these guys with moduled up equipment, there's no way. My level 6 bots would be emptied out in seconds, and it would do my team no good. At least from here, I'm chipping away. So, let's get to the theme here. Let's get to the lesson. What are you trying to tell us, GB? Well, I'm telling you, when you are in over your head, find a way to be a contributor, not an anchor. Do something where you can help the team, and also do something where you're going to be actually doing something positive and not just getting snuffed out or mecking out early where, 3 minutes in you're done because you were in way over your head. So what have I done? I've taken the general over here to the sweet spot. Look at how much damage I've taken from the general now. Hardly at anything, because they can't hit me here. This is my Fury sweep, but look at that. I got 3 guys targeting me right now. This is my contribution to the battle. I am not going to be able to go out there and win fights that I can't win. So why try? So what I can do is I can keep chipping them away. I am like that fly in the ointment. I am like that thing that's just bugging the crap out of these guys. Look at that. They hate me right now. I have been chipping away and they can't touch me. It's been frustrating for them. They're so frustrated that they're getting reckless. They're getting out of control. They're coming over here where my mates can take them out. You see, when they're shooting at me, they're not shooting at my mates. And when they're all focused on getting me, look at that. Look at that guy with the geckos and stuff. He's like, I'm going to get that guy. No, you're not. You can't touch me. And by doing this, I'm giving my team some relaxation, if you will. This attention getting is working off. I was getting ready to jump out and go after do something else, but I realized this is working. By giving them something to give their attention to. That guy might even be thinking about coming over and getting me. But look at this. If they're emptying their weapons out on me, hitting nothing, then my mates are not taking the blunt of those weapons. And they're emptying them out. Eventually they got to cool down. So I'm giving them nothing. Now, I've got to the point now, look at that, 1:17, we are actually winning this one. So now what I've done is I've taken this. Now with 1:15 left, I can do something for my team now. I'm going to go ahead and still be a target. But Buzzkill, he buzzes, then he kills you. But with that amending ability, it's hard to take him out. So what we're doing is we're getting out of a power play, and I can actually help my team. If they focus on me, they're going to kill me. But guess what? Oh, because they've been distracted and they've been mecking themselves out trying to get me down, I'm not saying I won the game for these guys. My team were a bunch of ballers. I mean, they absolutely were kicking some butt. But by not dying and giving the red someone to shoot at, getting some attention, it allowed my team to do some stuff that caused the Reds to get a little reckless and become a target for my team to easily take down. And by taking some of that attention away from my mates, they was able to let them do some stuff that they might not have been able to do. So there you go. I didn't get a lot of damage, but look, I went way over my normal average, and my teammates did great, and we had a nice green banner at the end. A lot of great pilots on both sides, no doubt about it. But if you see your name here, thanks for the game. I hope this helped you out. Peace out. I'm going to call this battle Rush This. It's this episode's Beacon Rush battle. Enjoy my friends in the background and status as they play their awesome song, Woodish. I'll make sure there is a link to their awesomeness on the description for this episode. So, Beacon Rush. I put one episode or one Beacon Rush battle in each episode. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I have a special hangar that I put together for my Beacon Rush battles. These are all essentially death button type builds. Ones that can usually take on a 1-to-1, they rarely lose. And sometimes they can even do more. But they're high explosive, high DPS, and they're fairly fast as well. Obviously, Frick has a double jump that gets him everywhere. Now I've got, this is Jump Start. He is my Inquisitor. And he's got Orkans and an Exodus. So again, highly explosive. It's got that initial jump that he can jump right on in and put a big hurt right away. And that's what you want on a beacon rush hangar. You want to be able to jump right on in and eliminate anyone who's trying to liberate a beacon that you already have held. That way you can basically spawn on a beacon that's being taken back by the Reds and eliminate them from doing that. Or you can jump into an area and dominate when you get there. Beacon Rush is a very fast-paced battle mode, and it is not about patience and timing. It kind of is about timing a little bit, but it's about very wise gameplay. You're gonna mech out sometimes if you go a little too aggressive, but you do need to be aggressive. And what you're doing is you are guarding the beacons, or you're going after the beacons, and then you're kind of leveraging the distance rather than starting way back at the spawn point. You're starting at a beacon that's going to get you closer to some Reds, or you're going to spawn right on top of a beacon where Reds are coming, so you can help guard that beacon. You don't want to ever jump into certain death though, so you don't want to let one go, but you wouldn't want to spawn on a beacon where there are 4 or 5 Reds. Let it go. Go somewhere else and maybe have an end around on one of their unguarded beacons. So that's what you continually do. Always be ready though to explode into the scene, and that's what you do. Rush this, man. You need to rush. And what you're always doing though is you're always trying to close the gap between where they're at and their unclaimed beacons. And as you do that, you're essentially starting to create a little containment zone as you creep closer and closer to their actual initial spawn point. So we've got 3 beacons. We're trying to go after this one to my left over here. And if we can get this one, we'll have a 4-to-1 beacon advantage. And what we're doing is we're slowly driving the Reds back toward their driving, meaning when they're eliminating this and then we cap it like this, now they can't spawn here. So they're getting further and further back to their spawn. Now they're going after one of our beacons over there to the right, but we have mates over there that are help guarding it, so they're not probably going to get it. And we're just about got these guys to the beacon bars down to nothing. So that's what you got to do on Beacon Rush. It's a whole different mindset than Domination. You definitely are going after beacons, but you're doing it in a very aggressive manner, and you're keeping the march going toward their spawn area. And that's what you do. I've got champions on both sides. I got masters on both sides, and obviously an expert maybe in there as well. I am only at master 3, but I'm working my way up, and that was a whole lot of fun. Hey, if you see your name here, thanks for the game. Peace out. Well, friends, that just about wraps it up for another episode. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and are able to take something you learned and use it in battle. I add content to my YouTube channel almost daily, so please stop by when you're able and check out the fresh new material. Or just click on an old episode and maybe catch another tip that'll help you up your game. If you like what you see, please tap on the red subscription button and then tap the bell to be notified when new episodes are released. It would also be helpful if you could make a comment about the video, whether it's an example of how the episode helped you, or maybe additional advice to help elaborate on the tactics I shared, or even constructive comments that'll help clarify something I might have missed. It's all good and greatly appreciated. Finally, this game is full of challenges and can create frustration for some who are simply trying to have fun with this awesome game. My goal is to provide you all with helpful information and help reduce the frustration and increase the fun. So, if you feel these videos are helping you, please share them with a friend, someone who you think might benefit from them. Well, that's about it for today, guys. As always, keep 'em blue out there, and I hope to see you on the battlefield. Make sure you're having fun, though, because if you're not, you're doing it wrong. I love you all for your support. Play well. Peace out.